And this is
There you go.
Dumas.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Dumas.
Let me just go process the
Hold on,
evidence
why
real quick
you-
and then start the report.
Why you taking my
once you have
money,
a
dude?
word.
Yep, do it to it.
Peanut,
What?
you have Zolo's number?
Yeah, but hold on, why was my money taken?
What money?
My money?
I'm not sure. I'm not the one processing. Listen, I
Well,
gotta go do
yo,
something.
Cadet
I'm just
took
trying
him.
to...
I ain't got no money.
What? Who
Do you
took it
have
from my
Zolo's
backpack?
number, Peanut?
Are you talking about rolls?
Yeah, money.
I'll take him.
What you mean that's cash? Well, y'all took my cash.
I ask fully. Huh?
All right, so I'll argue for the cash back. There's a...
Approach?
Yeah, go ahead.
Officer Foley says they've been confiscated because they are contraband.
Cash is contraband since when?
I'll read the penal code and I'll find out. But I just asked Foley because Foley took.
Hey,
me a second.
bring me Knox.
let me
Cause
get the report, so
I spoke to
start-
Knox.
yeah.
He told me just cash, bro. It's really cash.
Okay,
Not illegal.
give me a second.
I don't know. Cash became illegal, man. What this is the United States, though.
Yeah,
When did
I've had
cash
this
become illegal? I'm not
argument.
selling drugs.
Yeah, I've had this argument 20 million times.
I literally spoke to
especially with
Knox
Carter.
yesterday.
It's,
He's the commissioner.
We can double check.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool. But
Yeah, I spoke to Knox. He told me it should not be taken off you unless you like selling drugs or caught in a robbery. But I wasn't robbing shit.
What about the jewelry store?
I wasn't at the jewelry store. I changed outfits. This is a different outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they didn't see this outfit at the jewelry store. If you get what I'm saying? I'm just gonna argue that my boy asked for help. He needed a pickup, so I wanted to help him.
Yeah,
I didn't know what he was involved in.
Pictures I got.
What you say?
I was looking through the evidence of the pictures I got.
Yeah, there's no picture of me, right?
Let's see. What are you wearing right now?
In the jewelry store, I was wearing what's it called? What was I wearing? I was wearing a white shirt that said "Boo" and blue jeans.
Khakis, kind of gray.
Blue jeans, white shirt, white shoes, black mask, skull mask.
What color's your hair?
I'm bald. That was Zoe that you're looking at.
Okay. But then who's it? Was there a third person with you? Or wait, is the officer nurse? No, okay. Was there a third person with you?
In total, I think it was like 4 people.
All right. All right, well, that gives me something to argue with.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
did
so
have
the
jury
only
on me.
problem
That's
is
the
where did
problem.
shooting take
I did have
place?
jury on me, but not from this jewelry store. I had jury on me from like a
Was
different.
the shooting?
I had jury on me to sell, basically,
Okay, so this is the only thing they can get you on.
from a way different
if
jewelry
they
store.
got
But
you.
so that
Where
might
did
fuck
the
me
shooting
over.
Take place.
Oh, Vinewood.
Okay, so did it take place in front of the jewelry store?
No, far away.
Far away. Okay, so I can argue that. All right. Awesome. We got a little something to go with here.
Yeah, I might be cooked. Gun's probably hot too. We're fucked.
Did you change vehicles at any time?
Yep, multiple times.
So you change vehicles, you change clothes, so they
Yep.
can't ID you. They
Nope.
they lost visual contact.
Yep.
You didn't shoot at the scene, so they can't tie the weapons or bullet casings to you at the scene.
But it could only tie me to chewing at the spot that they, shot me down at. I stabbed
And
one
that
cop
was
and I
on
shot one
Vinewood?
cop. Yeah, that was in Vinewood, like in a backyard. I stabbed the cop,
you
then I
vo-
put up. What's up?
But at that point, you'd already changed clothing.
Yeah, I
and
had already
vehicles, right?
changed. I had changed clothes, cars, everything.
All right. That is good news. This should be a fun argument.
There's only one problem, bruh. That might fuck me.
Oh,
So-
shit. What's that?
Only one problem is that I had jewelry boxes on me, but not even from this jewelry store.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not even, but hold on, but it's not even from this jewelry store, bro. It's from a completely different jewelry store, from a whole different time. But I'm just gonna argue. But man, listen, it's just jewelry. It's just boxes with my rings and shit, my chains and all that. I wasn't at no jewelry store. They never saw me there, man. They gotta prove that I robbed it. I don't. Anybody can have jewelry, man. I see you with a watch. You got jewelry on you. Don't mean you robbed a jewelry store.
True.
Yeah. That's just.
So then we're just going to the argument of more probable than not, right?
Yeah. I mean, anybody has. Those cops got jewelry on them too. Don't mean they robbed the jewelry store. Look, I see them with a watch, glasses. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
So, since we're in the cells,
I'm just waiting for answers right now. Not don't worry, I won't send
it's
you up
preponderance
before
of
I
the
get
evidence.
got answer.
So all they have to say is it's more likely than not, right? That you
Hold
robbed
on.
the jewelry store.
It's just gonna be normal act, man.
What'd you say?
So while we're in the cells, they go by preponderance of the evidence, which means they're just going to try to argue that it's more likely than not that you robbed a jewelry store. So we're going to put up our argument, like you said, and if we have to, we'll even if you want to, we'll get a judge down here and argue it.
All right, let's see. If they don't want to give my money back, then yeah, we'll do that.
I'm willing to take this as far as you want to go.
Yep. Let's just see what they're trying to do. If they don't want to give my money back and they fucking stacking on me on some shit, then fuck it. We take this shit to jail cell court or whatever the fuck it's called.
Coming in.
What?
Hey, what's up?
Alright, nobody's answering, so hey, just come closer. I'm just gonna give you back the money. Yeah, nobody's answering, so I'm just gonna give it back. If it's my fault, then you shouldn't have had it.
Well, I
And it
spoke
is
to
what it is.
Knox. He literally said I shouldn't get my money taken unless I'm selling drugs or in the middle of
I
a
get
robbery.
you, man. I get you, but I wish I could trust you. You know, I need some bad.
Well, I
fun.
mean,
can't
I
buy
understand.
fun right
Ask
now.
Knox. We had that conversation yesterday.
That's cool. I'll double check him whenever he's
Yeah,
available,
ask him.
But he's not available right now. You got the money.
I bet. Fuck it. I got the money, though. All right, let's just see what charges they try to do. Yo, you think they took evidence yesterday? No shot they took evidence yesterday, right? At the boat? Because we wiped them. I mean, well, we wiped them, but we, gave them...
All
we
right,
allowed
so
them to
Dumas,
rescue their
so far
officers.
they're just doing the marijuana. They're doing the aggravated assault and battery.
Hold on, what are they doing so far?
So far, right now, they're doing possession of controlled substance,
Okay,
aggravated assault and battery, and criminal possession of a firearm, class 1.
okay, that's
Now,
fine.
Those that got you dead to rights. If they try to push for the robbery or something like that, we'll argue that.
Yeah, well, 100%, yeah, 100%.
100% will argue that because I have not seen any evidence to tie you to that yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, though, the only thing that would tie me, quote-unquote, is just the jewelry boxes, but the truth is, I didn't even get those jewelry boxes from this jewelry store. I swear to God. It was from a different one. So, I don't know. The only thing I dislike about the whole,
And
wiping
I'll
the
be
cops...
honest with you, if they stick with these charges and only these charges, I say
Yeah, we'll
do
take
it to
that.
it
Yeah, that's not
because
bad.
they're not even pushing hostage taking.
Yep, that's fine with me, to be honest.
They're
Not bad at all.
They're not doing hostage taking. They're not doing evading.
The one thing I
I
dislike,
would say
chat...
plead guilty and get time or fine
Yeah, 100%.
because they're already giving you no evading and no hostage taking, which is phenomenal. Well, hostage taking would have to go with the robbery, so of course. they
Yeah,
can't give you
exactly,
that.
yeah. They never saw me with no hostage or nothing, so... The only thing I
But
hate...
they could probably maybe get you with evading or at least resisting arrest, which they're not even doing.
Yeah, I wasn't driving the car either, though. I wasn't even driving the car.
Yeah, they would just push resisting arrest, but they're not even doing that right yet. So we'll see.
Let's
We'll
just,
see where
yeah,
it
let's
goes.
just see. But the only thing I hate about shootouts, with cops sometimes, is you'll kill
Looking good
8 or
for
9
us
of
so
them,
far, though.
and then one of them will be left, and then you'll negotiate them. You'll negotiate with them. They'll be like, yo, can we go in there and get our
So far,
officers, and that's
looking
it.
good.
That's all we'll do. And then you're like, you know what? All right, sure, you can have your officers. And then you leave, and then they go get the officers, but then they come back and get evidence. I hate when they do that. 'Cause it's like, bro, if I wanted to be a dickhead, I could have
You
just
want
sat here
more
for 5
fine or for
hours
time?
with all your officers, dump them in the water, and then dump the evidence or whatever. But what'd you say?
You want more fine or time off?
Depends. It just depends how much it is and how much. Just depends. You know what I'm saying?
All right, sounds good.
always have to full wipe? Yeah, but sometimes you can't full wipe, bro. If out of 10 cops, let's say 9 push you, and then 1 just hides and sits in a helicopter, you'll never be able to wipe them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gert. What you done? A lot, Jack. We stabbed 2. I shot 1 cop, stabbed another one. Let's see what they do, man. They're taking their sweet time. They might be talking about shit. Maybe talking about. Another problem too is they could.
Maybe,
I don't know if my
but
gun's hot or not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that might be a problem.
My gun might be hot. I don't know.
I'm doing it for the passion. I tell you that.
Okay.
Alrighty, we cool to approach?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, let me share this report with you. What's your name, Mr. Lawyer? Oh, you're already on there.
Ready.
Lovely. You're already on there.
Yep.
Okay,
already looking at it.
Mr. Laquan, you are looking at this charge. You know, 1 times principal possession of controlled substance, marijuana, 2 times principal aggravated assault and battery, 1 times principal criminal possession of firearm class 1, 1 accessory aggravated robbery, 1 principal evading, and 1 principal criminal use of a firearm.
Judge. Let's go. Let's run it.
All right.
Bench trial.
So the only. Well, we'll talk to the officers first and try to give
Oh
them a
yeah,
chance.
go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So totally understand your point of view on this one. That being said, you lack evidence for the robbery.
Can I explain that one real quick?
Go ahead.
He-
Say your
He
say
had,
your
the,
side.
he had the bags of jewelry on him.
All
Oh, I
right,
just
but
had
having the-
bags. Yes, sir.
but
Sorry.
having-
Go ahead.
Yeah, but having the bags of jewelry doesn't mean he got it from that location, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Right.
why don't you ask the people that work at a jewelry store? Because I actually didn't get it from that location. I got it from a pawn shop. And matter of fact, you got jewelry on right now. You got a watch on. Does that mean you robbed the jewelry store? That's all I'm saying.
See, the
No, I got it in
argument
a
here.
Happy Meal.
The argument here is you don't have the evidence proving that my client was on the scene that you're talking about. You also, I don't know where you're getting the evading from, unless you're just talking. I mean, I could see the resisting arrest, but where was the chase at exactly?
The chase ended with him being in a vehicle after a very, very long chase in that specific vehicle.
I wasn't driving though.
Wait. Okay,
Sorry, go ahead.
Where'd the chase start?
Well, the chase started at the jewelry store. Through
Okay, well here's your problem with
multiple
that.
swaps.
Here's your problem with that. I don't see any evidence showing that you have my
Give me a
client
second.
at the jewelry store,
Kowalski, come here.
either with that vehicle or in those clothing. So
Kowalski,
you
one
have no identification.
Yep. Hey, shit, I like that. You see what I'm saying? I like that shit. You cooking these frauds, man. Cooking that shit.
That clothing. When did you witness him in?
Yep. No ID. They never see me in the car. None of that. You know what I'm saying? You straight cooking, though. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And no problem, man. You doing your thing. I like that shit. That shit turn me on. You're
Well, I
doing a
don't
good
think you have
job,
to go
though.
that far. I don't think you have to go that far, but
No, I'm just trying to like hype you up and shit, make you feel good. Like you doing so well, bro. Like that shit really get me going, for real. Like you a good dude, bro. What's your name again?
Mac Moretti.
Matt Moretti. You got a wife?
No, I don't got a wife yet. No girlfriend.
Yeah,
or
I bet
wife
if you
here.
did, you take care of that.
I would. So my argument is, I mean, I understand your guys' position, right?
Hold on, Counselor. He got something to say.
All right,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm happy to drop evading to resisting arrest. It will be before we get enough articulation to say yeah, it was evading. It's just not going to be worth the time, and I'm happy to drop it to resisting arrest. At this
All right,
point.
all right.
If that's cool with you.
Sounds good.
Awesome. I'm kind of in the middle about that jewelry box. I mean, it stems from a jewelry robbery, and it ends
Jury
with
ain't
him-
illegal, buddy.
So here's the argument, right? So having the jewelry on him, all right, if we're looking at preponderance of the evidence, you could argue that, all right, well, he has the jewelry on him, so maybe we can reach the level of preponderance of the evidence right? Which you could kind of go back and forth on. The problem is you don't have a solid ID, right? You have to be able to ID him at the robbery. You can't do that. Now,
listen,
I understand
sorry.
your argument that you're 90%. You are in your position as police officers. You feel 90% positive that he was the guy at the robbery store. But the problem is you can't identify him at the robbery store. You have a lack of evidence.
He didn't say that, counselor.
I got the jury from a pawn shop, man. Can you believe it?
You got a receipt?
Yep, in my house. You want to go to my house? Also, look,
Well,
I got
you
glass.
Sent to us
Hey,
checking your house.
hey, I got glasses
Shit,
on.
why?
I got. Hey,
Don't give them.
no, hell no.
I would like to tell my
I didn't
client.
consent. I didn't consent. I didn't consent. He ain't checking shit.
I like to
But-
go to the house, man. I like
Yeah,
to
but
go
regardless,
around.
look, I got glasses on. I got jewelry. Does that mean I stole it from the jewelry store?
Let me just have a word with Officer Foley real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead. Do it to it.
I got changed, though. Does that mean I robbed it from a jewelry store? No. Well, I had bags that had some rings in it. Oh my God, can you believe it? My girl gifted it to me, man. You know what I'm saying, dude? You cooking, man, for real. Oh God, like you cooking a steak right now. That shit coming out medium rare. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Are you a good cook, dude? Are you good
Actually,
at
I'm a
cooking?
great cook. I make
What you be cooking? What you be cooking?
a great Alfredo sauce.
Ooh, Alfredo.
It's got a nice kick to it. It's heavy whipping cream, parm cheese, a little bit of red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, so that gives you a nice kick in the back of your throat. You know, some granulated garlic. You know, you put that in a pan. You get some those fettuccine noodles.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
And then you grill up some chicken, slice it up real nice.
Like that.
Put
That
it in
sounds
there.
fire, man.
Oh, it's good.
That's
You know, it's not
fire.
like that really, really creamy shit. It's actually got a nice little
Okay.
kick in the throat. Hey, what's up?
Counselor, there's 28 bags of jewelry, right? That's it links.
No,
It
it's
links
not.
to that. However,
Nope.
I am happy to work with you guys. I've put it as accessory robbery, not aggravated robbery.
Nah, bench trap.
I
So-
don't-
So, showing that he has jewelry boxes,
loads of them.
you guys could argue that, yeah, obviously, maybe in the past he's robbed a jewelry store, right? But unfortunately, you can't pin that on him today. Again, you don't have ID.
I don't need ID when he has it in his possession in that amount, doing
Jewelry
the same
boxes ain't illegal, buddy.
pursuit that stemmed from it. That's enough to
Oh.
link it.
I was never there.
But again, in the city, having a jewelry box is not illegal. You can assume whether he got it illegally, but we can't prove that he did or didn't. Someone could have gave it to him for all we know. Someone could have said, here's a jewelry box. I owe you. I'm going to give you my currency in the form of a jewelry box because I don't have money. So maybe he got the jewelry box from somebody else. You have to be able to have evidence that he got the jewelry box from that store. And we do not have evidence proving that he was on the location at that store because you can't ID him at that store.
Fully, I might need your help here. I'm like, this is out of my depth. I can see how I could link it. I could probably go back in previous historical reports and link this specific.
Well,
those
yeah,
kind of
I mean,
boxes.
you can go through and find other defense attorneys that, lost this argument. But I can tell you that if we go to court, it's a
I am
win
confident
for
in
me as
court
a-
that
So,
I could.
Kowalski, now, when it comes down to conviction, we convict him with preponderance of evidence, which is 51%, which means more than likely. that
in
he
the
took it.
cells,
You are
in the
charging right now
cells.
with accessory robbery. So,
Well,
what
what kind
facts
of
do you
dog
have
shit is
right now?
that? So you got to be over 51% sure that somebody you did something? You should be
That's for the
100%. That's some
for-
dog
that's for
shit.
conviction.
That's some dog shit.
When
You
you
should
go
be
to- when you go to
100% somebody
court,
made a
it's,
crime.
beyond a reasonable doubt, which is over 90%.
So okay,
So, when it
okay.
comes down-
Yeah, but you being a dickhead though, if you know this dude right here, right? Maybe he has suspicion that I could have,
so
right?
how
That's what
am
he-
I being a dickhead? I'm just
Well, I'm
talking
let me
about the
explain.
system.
Okay.
Well, let me
Can I
explain.
pause this for 1 second? Let me pause this for 1 second. Okay, first, let's not resort to the. I understand your.
Well, my
let's
life
not
is at
resort to
stake
that.
here, boss. I'm serving jail time for this shit. He's trying to hit me with a charge that's going
Well, let's
to
keep
put my
the
life in
argument-
jeopardy.
Let's keep the argument diplomatic.
Okay, it's very simple as this. It's this simple. You could assume, right? And sure, maybe you think, oh, I'm 60% show, 70% show. But as an officer, you really gonna hit somebody with a charge when you're not 100% that's the individual that broke the law? That's just fucked up. You taking
The
time
only
away from
problem
my
I
life.
have is the only problem I have is we're not going to be able to get a court case for a long time because we don't have a DOJ that's up and running. So to get this to court is going to be, it's just not going to happen anytime within the next few weeks because we have no judges. So unfortunately, we have to shortcut some of this stuff.
Yeah, this is one of the smaller charges. So I mean, let me have.
Which it's not fair to the defendant because I'm sure he would love to see his day in court, but not having any justices is just not fair for everybody, to be honest with you.
What's up, MD?
Because I think this would be just a fun case to sit there and argue, but
Let me just look something up. Give me a short sec.
You still want to try, Korsk?
I mean, if we want to get a justice down here and do it that way.
No, I'm not
But-
talking about him. I'm talking about the cadet. Just trying to make his legal arguments.
Yeah, please feel free to make all the arguments you want.
See, I'll be real with you.
You're going down the right path.
I could sit here and articulate it and waste both of our times, and we'll probably go back and forth and end up in the same conclusion as we started. I'm happy, Foley's happy to drop that charge if we agree to confiscate the goods, because I'm pretty sure that that's where they stem from, and
It's
I
up
wouldn't
to you,
feel
Kowalski.
It's not, though.
You
It's not, though,
certainly have
and
the
that's how
right
you
to-
wrong.
Well, how about,
I wouldn't feel comfortable releasing them back again.
well, I could, so can I, well, that would be kind of arguing against myself, so I don't want to do that. Let me advise my client that as much as you may want to keep the jewelry probably is marked that it was stolen in some way or another, that it's not your property. So if they're willing to drop the charge of the robbery, I would suggest we go with that.
I mean, I don't think it's marked, but yeah, sure. They could keep it, but I don't think it's marked.
All right, so let me just adjust the charges here. Give me a second. There we go. I've adjusted
Or
the
not
charges.
saying it's marked. I would say it's probably, if it's jewelry, it's probably been reported stolen at some point.
Yeah. There's jewelries normally have hallmarks and serial numbers, right? Attached to them certificates if they have certain value.
Trust me, it's definitely marked. Like it's in these jewelry sacks. Like
Okay, well,
from the
okay,
front- from
okay.
the store.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
now
mean,
we
if
have
it's
charges.
marked, hold on.
If we're going to be,
It's not
I'm
like
trying to be
diamonds
fair
in
to
the
both
case, you know?
sides, even though I'm
Can I argue
the
some
defense
here?
attorney.
Can I argue
Yeah,
something
go
here? If it's
Please
actually
do.
marked, right, and you could track it, then if you tracked it, it would tell you that possibly could be from a robbery from a long time ago, outside of statute of limitations, and you would see that it's not from the robbery of today, so therefore you'd be wrong. And you wouldn't be able to charge me with the robbery.
So who got accessory robbery had the exact same bags on him with jewelry?
Well, I'm
that's
saying
no
if you
correlation.
well, I'm explaining to you if you said it has like a what would you say it has?
I said it could have. I don't know personally. I'm just a cadoodle. I'm learning
Yeah,
here.
so you would see it's not from this robbery.
However, as I said, already dropped the charge of robbery. However, we will keep those bags in the evidence. Those jewelry
I'm not
bags,
digging
okay?
my own hole. Actually, the argument that I'm making
So
is
we'll meet in the middle
very
here.
good. Actually, I'm making a
Alright, Mr.
great
Thomas?
argument. I don't know why you're on thick chat. I'm making a great argument.
So we're going with the marijuana. We're going with the.
The argument
aggravated
is
assault
if they
battery,
could
we're
track
going
it,
with,
right?
Possession.
If they were
Okay.
able to
And I've
RP
already
tracking
dropped
it,
the,
it'd be tracked to an old robbery
having
that would
possession
be
of somebody
outside of
else's
statute of
ID.
limitations.
I
Therefore,
wouldn't
they
charge
would
him with
see
I'm gonna-
that it wasn't a
I'm
robbery
leaving
of
it on that
today,
one.
and they
I'm
wouldn't
just
be able to charge me
confiscating
with
it.
it.
All right, let me talk to my client real quick, if that's okay.
No,
Does
no
that not make
worries.
sense,
We'll
Chat?
flip to the side. Thank you.
All right. So I know you want to keep the jewelry and use.
No, I don't want to keep it. They could keep it. It's fine.
Okay. So right now, we got the robbery talked off and all that. So all we have is the marijuana, which was on you, the aggravated assault and battery, which we're not going to get talked away, the criminal possession of a firearm, we're not going to get talked away, the use of a firearm, which we're not going to get talked away, and the resisting arrest, which are not going to get talked away. But we did get you out of the robbery because of lack of evidence.
Shut up, opposing. Shut up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
They
to
didn't
yell,
get
but
you for evading.
no, it's
which
because
is
every
good,
time
'cause
I try to argue on something on Peanut, you guys are like, "Oh
that
my
would have
God,
been
Peanut's
with the
brain dead.
robbery thing.
Stop speaking." Sorry, what'd you say? Wait, how did I resist arrest? By the way, because they didn't even
Well,
get to like run after me and try to like put me in cuffs. As soon as the car crashed out, I hopped out and started stabbing the cop. So what? I mean,
and did they shoot you down right away?
yep, they shot me down as soon as I stabbed both cops. So I didn't even get the chance to resist arrest.
All right, you want me to try to argue that one off?
You could try. I mean, if they say, I mean, it's it's not that big of a deal. Just real quick try, and if whatever they say, I'm down to, plead guilty, get some time off and shit.
All right, sounds good. I'll try. Thankfully, this isn't Carter because he would have made us take this all the way to court, even if it took 3 weeks.
That's fine. I'll take. Man, fuck Carter. I'll take his ass to court. I don't mind. I love court.
All right. We're good.
All right, sir.
So we're good. He would like to try to talk down resisting arrest, since he didn't actually even get a chance to resist. You guys shot him down as soon as he started stabbing. So since you already got him with the use of a firearm and the possession of a firearm.
It's either that or evading. I saw him from Arcadius in a vehicle fleeing in that outfit.
And this
Personally,
outfit? What was the outfit? All black?
That
There was
black
multiple
with the
people?
Mona Lisa on the front.
And you saw this while the dude was running on top of the roof?
Kowalski, I'm just gonna stop you there because, as I asked you, nobody pursued him. That's what you told me.
I know. I
He
didn't
was
pursue
in
him.
the
Another
vicinity,
vehicle followed.
yes. Yeah, said nobody pursued him. That's fine.
Okay.
Drop the receipt.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Then my client is willing to plea at this point.
Alrighty, Mr. DeQuan, what is your plea for the charges of possession of controlled substance, marijuana, aggravated assault and battery, criminal possession of firearm class 1, and criminal use of a firearm?
Guilty.
Guilty, all right. What was your stay dealer? Mr. Marty, sorry?
2416.
Okay. Before I send you, let me, in a logbox, give back your gas can like promised. Make sure that's locked. All right. Let me process you now. 2416, yeah?
Yep. Hold on, you asking me?
Mr. Moretti? Mr. Moretti?
Yes, sorry, 2416.
Cool. Yeah, awesome.
Oh my God,
you
thank
could definitely got accessory robbery, but I'm not stepping in on the cadet.
That's
He's doing
not
his
true at
thing right
all.
now.
How's that?
Well, you don't have to be there and seen, then you'll be down to principal. But with the Sora over here that you aided and abetted with, who also had the same Julie bags on his person, who
Yep,
admitted
who
guilt
also
to
had a
accessory
different outfit
robbery,
from the robbery, though.
who also admitted guilt to accessory robbery. You aided and abetted. Like that's what it comes down to.
Did you get a picture of his outfit
weren't
at the
there.
robbery?
Before we carry on, would you prefer time or fine reduction?
Of how much?
I'll listen. Just tell me which one you prefer, and I'll give you the price.
Well, how much time am I looking at? How much fine?
Okay, you're looking at 90 months and $5,000, $50, $5,050.
5,000? How am I looking at 5,000?
The aggravated assault.
Aggravated assault's a big one, bud.
God, this is when it wasn't
That's
that
why
much
I always
before.
suggest don't shoot the cops. Just evade, and if you can't make it,
Give me 20. Give me % off the fine.
So the fine. I will give you 15% because you were cooperative, which brings you down to $4,292. 15, yes, sir.
Because
I thought it was 25.
What is he being cooperative with?
That's why it's 15. It's like half and
Well,
half.
I'm being cooperative because I play guilty. What you mean?
Well, no, you also, you
That's not-
didn't scream, you didn't run around
your
like an
plea.
idiot. I call that cooperative. It's not just you fighting your charges. That's your right to do
He
so.
woke up here, So.
Oh, you guys are punishing. You are trying to punish me for trying to fight my charges. That's my right.
No.
that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying when we were in here and you walked in here, you didn't run around from cell to cell or anything like that. You just let me
I
search
didn't.
you. You didn't.
Yeah,
Me.
you weren't being a regular race. You actually gave him 20%.
Okay, 20%. I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Hold on. Do I not get time off either for being in custody for like an hour?
There's no
Uh,
time served.
Fire. That's fire.
Give me a Star Wars reference and I'll give you 10 on time.
Uh-huh.
Come on, you can think of one real quick. Star Wars reference and I'll give you 10% on time.
I don't know what the hell you saying, boss.
You get 10% anyway. I'm sending you 18 months, $4,040. Come on, be legal, man. Come become a cop or something.
Be legal. You calling me illegal?
No, I say be legal. You know?
Yeah,
Just
exactly. Be legal. How do I?
All right, love you, dude. Have a good one.
I do. Bro, 80 months. God damn. I didn't think I was gonna get that long, bro. Holy fuck. That's actually insane, bro. Damn, no, 9 months off? Wait, bro. How does that make sense? If I never called a lawyer and never even argued and just said guilty from the beginning, I would have had less time off. Wait, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. If I would have just not called a lawyer and never argued, I would have had less time. That's crazy, bro. Think about it, chat. If I didn't call a lawyer and didn't argue my charges and just took it on the chin, I would have gotten less time. I would have been like, that doesn't make sense, bro. I should be rewarded for providing RP, no? Like, if somebody calls a lawyer and argues charges and RPs with the cops, I feel like you should get rewarded for that, right? I feel like you should be rewarded for providing RP, not punished.
Hello?
Oh my God, Suarez.
Hey,
Suarez.
man, what happened, bro?
No, Suarez, I made an oopsie, dude. I made an oopsie, Suarez. We was getting chased, and then booty ass singing bitch Zolo done flipped the car, and then I was like, yo, Zoe, I'ma hop out and stay at these cops, and then Zoe didn't fucking hear me, and then he started singing and running, and then I hopped out and started stabbing, and then I got shot, and then I started shooting, and then I shot him down, but then I got shot down because I didn't see the other cops, dude.
Yeah, there was a lot of cops, man. How much time you got, bro?
Suarez, I didn't know, dude. I lost my
How much time
ceramic,
you got?
bro.
It's gonna be all right, man. How much
I lost
time you
my
got?
ceramic, Suarez.
Oh my God, you lost your ceramic?
Oh, and I had a warrant. These fucking idiots didn't. Oh my God, they didn't realize I had a
That's
warrant.
double
These fucking
jeopardy
idiots.
now. They can't charge you now.
Double
You got
jeopardy,
arrested.
dude, like the board game.
How much time
Oh
they
my
send you
God.
for, bro?
I got 81 months, bro.
81 months. Solo
Bro,
got 30.
Dude, I was looking at 90 months, right? And I was in it for an hour. I'm like, okay, I've been here for a long time. I argue my charges, you know, providing some, you know, talking to people and shit. Can I get some time off? Oh, unfortunately, sir, 10%. Like, bitch, I've been here for an
10%?
hour, dude. I went from 90 months to 81, dude. 90 to 81.
Oh, that's not even 10 months, bro.
And I've been there for an hour, bro. Like, at least could have given me like from 90 to 60 or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some sort of substance. Okay.
Yeah, like 90 to 60, some shit like that, bro. Like, I don't know, man. All right, yo, Suarez, listen.
Okay. You gotta do some jobs, bro. Get out, okay?
And I got a 5K fine, dude. Listen, can I?
My! Did they take your shit from the jewelry store?
So I sold the shit before I helped y'all. They was trying to take my money, but I argued it and I got the money back.
Okay, so you got the money. Okay, all right.
Is it cool if I keep a little extra, you know, to pay for my fine?
Yeah, I don't care.
I got
I don't
5K.
care.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, bro, I don't care. I don't. Personally, I don't care. So,
Okay.
all right, do some jobs, bro. Get out and then call me. Okay, we'll pick you up.
Are you busy?
I mean, not really. We're just cruising around with Rami, Zoe, and Ryan right now.
Well, huh? What'd you say?
I said we're just cruising around. I'm with Rami, Zoe, and Ryan at the moment.
Hey, tell Zoe
You
I
need
love her.
something? Hey, Zolo, Pina said he love you, bro.
Tell him a POP,
He
hold it
said-
down out there. I told him
said
I'm sorry I
POP,
got him
hold it down.
shot.
Sorry that he got you shot, man. All right, bro.
What'd he say?
All right, call me when you're done, brother.
Oh,
All
what
right?
that bitch ass singer say?
He said love you too, baby.
No, but he. All right. I'll call you
All
later.
right. Call,
All right,
do
dude.
some jobs, man. All right.
All right.